earth, fire, sky and water. According to them, everything, living or non-living, was made up of these five basic elements. The five basic elements consist of air, earth, fire, sky and water. Ancient Greek philosophers had arrived at a similar classification of matter. Modern day scientists have evolved two types of classifications of matter based on their physical properties and chemical nature. Now, we are going to discuss about the physical properties of matter and the chemical nature of matter. Let us start with the physical nature of matter. Matter is made up of particles. Now, what does this mean? Matter is made up of particles. We already thought that matter is already a particle. Now, how can matter be made up of particles? Let's see. For a long time, two schools of thought prevailed regarding the nature of matter. One school believed matter to be continuous like a block of wood, whereas the other thought that matter was made up of particles like sand. Now, are these particles continuous or particulate? What do we understand from this paragraph? Two schools of thought prevailed regarding the nature of matter. One school believed that matter is continuous like a block of wood, whereas the other thought that matter was made up of particles like sand, as small as the particles of sand. Now, let us take a look at this activity. We have to take 100 ml beaker. We have to fill the beaker with water and mark the level of the stable water. Dissolve some salt or sugar with the help of a glass rod. Glass rod is a chemical apparatus. Observe any change in water level. What do you think has happened to the salt? Where does it disappear? Does the level of water change? Now, let us first answer, what do you think has happened to the salt? Now, everyone will answer. Yes, the salt has disappeared into the water. Where does it disappear? The particles, that is the crystals of salt or sugar crystals, have diffused into the spaces between the molecules of water. Now, does the level of water still change? No, the level of water still remains the same because the crystals of salt or sugar have taken up the space between the molecules of water. In order to answer these questions, we need to use the idea that matter is made up of particles. What was there in the spoon, salt or sugar, has now spread throughout water. Now we can see from this activity, from this picture illustration, particles of water magnified millions of times. Now, when we add salt to water, after that we have to stir it. The white are the salt crystals and the blue are the water crystals. Water crystals means water molecules. After some time we will see that the salt has disappeared. Where did it disappear? It went into the spaces between the particles of this water. Let's come to the